So
Bro.
Rick Ross is seeking revenge.
Now, yes.
My boy Mercury said so to Icarus, and then that was it. But Icarus, don't fly too close to the sun.
We going to Canada, and we ain't the mother niggas, nigga. You heard?
Big Rick Ross up.
Nigga, don't act like a.
Anything that came out of his mouth, I ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't care what his I don't care what he said. I'm telling you, 90% of the time, everything he's saying is something that I don't want you to know.
1, 2, 3.
Hey man, I'm thinking about the event that happened over there. Let me tell you something. When the first dude stepped up to Rose, the little short fat one that looked like Bam Bam Bigelow from wrestling, when he stepped up, and then I squat down in his eyes and told him what I said. Basically, boy, if I hit you, I'ma see everything you ate for the last 2 days. His balls dropped out of his. He never said another word. He never did nothing. He was a straight buster. Then the nigga behind him said, I know MMA. And then I got hit with a drink. I'm still convinced ain't no nigga punch me. Somebody said, Rose, the nigga tried to punch you. He hit you. I say, nah. He had to throw a drink, because throwing a drink would have been way more disrespectful than screaming, I know MMA!
I hope that brother made it home safely. I hope that Pete now has a different perspective, better sense of what to do and what not to do while you're out in the world.
That was so stupid, son.
Yeah, man.
There should not be. That shouldn't happen.
Funniest part about that, the fight broke out while this Not Like Us song was playing. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like it was too
the
perfect.
the punch landed at the right time for it too.
Yo.
It's just like, come on, son.
Sometimes you need to
Yeah.
pop out and show. Yeah, I guess. Look, now Drake obviously had nothing to do with this. This is just people riding for him out willy nilly without him. You know what I mean?
He didn't have something to do with it, but at the same time, he encouraged it.
He greenlighted.
Yeah, he comment on the post. So it's just like you don't do stuff like that.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Uncle Luke is right. At some point, you messing with like the whole 305 now. That's Florida
the
right there.
Miami scene?
Yeah, you go to Miami, one of those dumb niggas is gonna do the same, because the same way Drake didn't tell Mercury's boys and Icarus boys to, actually I think Icarus is the one that threw the punch, but allegedly.
Yeah.
And so he didn't tell, he had nothing to do with that. But if you start liking the post, homie get beat up and stuff like that, you encourage it. The same way Biggie, Tupac, that's how this whole shit sparked. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a fan that's gonna touch you to show like, oh, dominance, and to show like, yo, I got you. Look what happened to Mike Knox.
Yeah.
And what's more unacceptable is when Mr. Drake liked the post. That also is unacceptable. I expect more out of Mr. Drake. When there's violence, you don't condone it. You should be bigger than that. Mr. Drake, you should be bigger than that. When there's violence, you don't condone that. You don't like no posters and all that, because here's what happens. There's always a backlash of it all. Here's what happens when now you've inserted yourself. Even if you were not involved, half of the country think you set the man up. They book a show in Canada, and you send your goons out there to agitate and start a fight with Ross. And y'all do what you do on the TV. Half the country think that. So you validate that even if you did not do that.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fan.
That security guard got his.
Yeah, you can't. Anybody could be touched, man.
Bro, it looked like
We seen Big, we seen Pac, we seen Big L, we seen all of that.
We've seen it too much.
Yes,
You're right.
And so I don't know why he encouraged it. So Uncle Luke is right, saying that he shouldn't never encourage it. But at the
Yes.
same time, Rick Ross is in fault too, because first off, you cannot be going to a country that's not yours, right? There's nothing wrong playing the song, but when you start calling the dude white boy, what you gonna do, white boy? Like, come on, dog.
Yeah,
Like, that's
you're
an
making it a
insult
race
too.
thing,
Yeah, you turn it to a race. Like, you feel like he gotta punch you in the fucking face. He told you
Yeah.
like, yo, my dude, turn the song off, whatever the situation was. You could have easily said like, yo, dude, you wilding? It's a song.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
And it's a
and then
popular
just
song at
yeah,
that.
and then just do your thing.
Yeah.
Bounce. You don't have to stay and then
Yeah.
come on now. Like, there's no
Exactly.
need for that. And then have all your security guard unfit, getting whooped.
Getting whooped.
Getting with this big dude is big for nothing.
Poor guy, man. He looked like Don Toliver on one.
The DJ got knocked out sleeping.
Yeah.
I'm talking about night.
He went
Because
NyQuil.
because Rick Ross here talking reckless.
Yeah.
What you gonna do, white boy? Huh?
Yeah, and
Now
Rick
he's
Ross,
in the gym.
and he gets none of the consequences. I mean, I don't know if he got touched, but he was on the plane. He was laughing, drinking the champagne.
No, he got I think he did get punched, man.
He did?
He's saying he didn't, but
He
I
got
think-
one eye like
yeah, I
this,
think he
looking in
did
the
got a little-
looking in
It
the
might have been a
social
light
media
hit,
post.
but it's nothing though. Horrible security guards.
Hey,
Hire
man.
them MMA looking niggas. There's 100 of them.
I thought Rick Ross would start doing the Miranda rights. I really did. I thought it was gonna happen. I was like, yo, where's the training? I thought Rick Ross received the training from the department. What happened to that?
No, this is. I
didn't
thought he
show
was
him
gonna
shit.
call the police.
Yeah, bro. Call it on himself. He said, back up. Get me back up.
Officer down. Facts, son.